Hey everyone, thanks for checking out another video. Today I'm going to be going over the highly functional and compact Expedition Essentials Exo Table. This table is truly a well-designed piece of kit that you could assume took quite a bit of thought and time to work out the overall design process. This table is a universal expandable kitchen module that can be mounted to any flat surface. Here you can see that I have it mounted on the inner door of my Alucab canopy camper. This table solution allows you to have a compact yet functional kitchen setup at camp that also provides the storage of a cook partner stove. The cool thing about this setup is it does have a mounting plate that does give you a little bit extra MOLLE area here to mount stuff. So I have a pallet and like a flashlight. Now the new Expedition Essentials Exo Table does also give you additional MOLLE in front here on the bottom. I bought this unit used, so this is the older unit. But the main difference between this unit and this unit and the newer unit is I don't have the MOLLE panels on the front. The cool thing about this though is, as you can see, I did utilize some of the space that's on the bottom of the unit. So I added a few Blue Ridge Overland pouches here. And I've added some magnets here, which I'll show you in just a minute what that's for. So to actually get into the Exo Table is really simple. There's these two pins here that hold everything together. You release those, and then everything drops down. Now, as you can see here, I do have my 16-inch cook partner stove. The cool thing about this setup is you can pre-order this from Expedition Essentials with the stove already installed. And I believe they sell 18-inch stoves that come pre-assembled with this setup. I happen to have a 16-inch cook partner stove that I've had for many years. So when I purchased this, we were able to get it installed onto the Exo Table. No problems at all. Now, as far as the making of this video goes, to my knowledge, the only cook partner stoves that will fit this are 16 and 18 inches. I do not believe at this time that this Exo Table will support a 20-inch. Again, contact Expedition Essentials for further inquiry on that. So I'll go ahead and show you the slide mechanism. So obviously you have your stove here, so you need to get this out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and slide mine over here to the right, and these are on heavy-duty slides here. As you can see here, I do have the stove sliding out to the right side. Expedition Essentials does allow you to mount the stove to slide out either to the right or left. It's really your preference. Obviously this worked for my application, so I went with the way that this slides out to the right. So as you can see there, your stove is nice and out of the way, but yet when you go to store everything in there, it's nicely just stored inside the unit, which is just awesome. So also included in the setup is a food grade cutting board and an upper shelf table surface. The upper shelf surface allows you to put things like spices and utensils while prepping your meal on the Exo Table. This is one of my favorite features of the setup, as it allows a bit more organization when preparing meals. Having things stored out of the way of the cutting surface, yet still reachable for items you need to prepare your meal, is a subtle touch that would be an overlooked feature unless you actually have used the setup. So now I'm going to show you what the rest of the Exo Table looks like fully deployed. So I'm going to describe it before I actually do, because I might block the camera. So there's basically two arms here that flip up like this on each side. And so with those pins that you use to disconnect, to drop the main portion of the Exo Table down, you're going to use those pins to support the upper shelf. And I'm going to show you what that is here. I'll also show you the cutting board as well. So you basically, and I'm going to try to stand out of the way of the camera so you can see it. So you basically grab the arm, and then you take the main shelf here. And as you're holding the arm, you've kind of got to lift up on the shelf. You put the pin in to support it. And the same on this side as well. So apologies if I'm going to block the video here. There we go. So now you have a fully supported shelf here where you can put spices or whatever as you're prepping your meal. And also, there's a food grade cutting board that folds down as well. So the cool thing about the setup is you basically have everything in place that you need to prepare a meal. You have a shelf here, cutting board, and then your stove. As far as the outside surface of the Exo Table, it's made of 5052 aluminum, and the dimensions of the Exo Table are 24 inches wide by 15 inches tall and 5 1/8 inches deep. And I'll go ahead and post the metric numbers on the screen. So as you can see here in this shot, it gives you some idea of what my current kind of camp kitchen setup would looks like, with my front runner cutlery set there and my Stanley cook pot with the bowls and plates. I'm just hoping this saves me a little bit of time and headache, and enables me to be a little bit more efficient when just preparing meals for people while I'm at camp. So one of the last things I wanted to show you guys is this really cool new Expedition Essentials paper towel holder. As you can see here, I've installed a few magnets here. If you look at the back here, you have a few magnets here as well, which are a little dirty. You can also mount this using bolts. I went ahead and just bought a few stick-on metal pieces off Amazon, and this is dropped on the ground a few times. And so the way this works is you fold it up like that, and then you have your two swing out arms that come here for the paper towel. And in the next shot, I'll show you what that looks like. So now I'm just gonna take this unit, stick it here. And as you can see, you just pull the napkins as you need them. The cool thing about this setup here is you can mount this thing basically anywhere. I've seen it mounted up here on the door, or on the upper part of the door. You probably can't see that in the video. I can kind of show you what that looks like as I drop the table down. So this gives you a perspective of what the paper towel holder looks like. I like it in this position, but maybe later on down the road I'll end up moving it. But for now, it seems to be working okay for me here. So now I want to show you what it looks like when you put the Exo Table Setup away. So just disconnect the propane hose here, move that out of the way, and then I take down both the side arms here with those pins, flip up the cutting board. I'm trying to get to this pin here with this arm, fold that down. Then you fold down the main shelf, and then you slide in your stove. And then you lift up on the unit, and then you pin the right and left side, kind of how it was like from the starting position. Easy, easy, easy. Hey guys, that about wraps up the video. Appreciate you checking it out. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will leave a link to the Expedition Essentials Exo Table in the description of the video. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. See ya.